I'm Rebekah.
I'm Jay.
This is Mira.
This is Roger. We are
Quirks and Conjure. And this is our bus,
Bethel the Brick.
A lot of you have been asking about our bus, and we've been doing a lot of work on it. But now it is finally time for a tour video.
Yes, you get to see inside where we have been living for the last 4 months and continue to live for the foreseeable future. So I guess we should start around January 2020. You know, you and I had a bunch of gigs planned. We had a lot of money lined up to be made during the year, and then March hits, then the pandemic, and then just nothing, goose egg.
So we didn't know what our future was really going to show.
Yeah.
And I had been looking at tiny houses for a long time. I had been looking at buses for a long time. We had talked about doing a conversion.
I played with it, yeah. I wasn't particularly sold on the whole concept yet.
Yeah. What changed was when you finally got into a tiny space, your dad's sailboat actually,
Yeah.
and you figured out that, hey, it could work.
Hey, it works, yeah.
I knew everything had changed when you sent me a link to the sale of this bus. I
Yeah.
knew then, because I remember I texted you and I said, are you ready? Because I'm ready. And so we bought a bus.
Yep.
So if everything were going as it was planned to go, we would have eventually done our own conversion.
Yeah.
We decided to buy because we didn't know what the future was going to hold, and an opportunity came by. It was through a friend of a friend, Horace, in fact, who we did a video on.
Yeah.
While we've had the bus since July,
Yeah.
and we've been doing work steadily throughout there, we have been living full time for the last 4 months.
Yep.
And that's been 12 cities?
12 different cities, yeah.
Across
And
North
we've
Carolina?
been
Yeah.
safe too, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been lucky with people like letting us stay on their land, people we know, people we like. But even with us just traveling, it's been safe, it's been good.
Yeah. Since living this lifestyle, well, one, all of our work is dried up because of the pandemic anyway, so
Yeah.
we figured we might as well do this. We've got some online stuff, so thank
Which,
you.
yes, awesome.
Thank you for watching.
Awesome, thank you for watching.
But otherwise, our work is on the road. It's wherever
Yeah.
we make it. I know you compose music and you work with clients online.
And designing, and it's kind of what we were already doing, frankly.
Yeah.
It's just kind of picked up more due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
Having a vehicle that we live in full time that we can take other places, that is our secured little bubble. We can control our germ bubble as well. I mean, it's really been kind of a weight off of our mind, especially as everything else with the state of the world, with COVID, is just kind of a constant anxiety, a pressure there. It's been nice to have a little getaway, a hideaway from that.
Something to be clear about that I believe makes us stand out a bit more is, one, we've faced homelessness before.
Yeah.
It's a very real thing for us. We never had a house that we owned in order to sell it, in order to buy this.
No.
This was our life savings. This is everything that we have.
We stuck every dime into the bus because that's what it was. I mean,
because this is our home.
We're not knocking the people that like, oh, I sold my home to build this thing and live this lifestyle. That's great, and that's awesome that they wanted to live the lifestyle. The more people, the better. But it's not because we wanted to, it's because we had to.
This is our reality.
Yeah. As far as what Bethel is, she is a 1994 Chevy P30. She was actually a swap bus before we got her and before the people who built her out got her. So there's this large hatch door that'll open. Pretty nice for the summertime as well. She's a gas engine, 5.7 liter, so she can haul, but she's kind of at her max weight limit, so we take it easy on the road. So far, just for comfortability, but also drivability, really, we actually had to add in airbag suspension into the back axle to help with that. It's not that our suspension was going bad, it was just starting to droop. You could see it droop. Again, the build out was a little weird as far as weight distribution, so that really helps not only with keeping everything level inside, but driving. It's great. We did have to have the entire inside of her looked at, the brains, and really rewire all the electrics to get her started. That was a hassle, but now whenever we start her up, she starts up like a Cessna plane. It's kind of funny. With all of the wood on the outside, we really needed to kind of strip it down and put some more stain and sealant on it, but the front was kind of falling apart. What I did with this was my dad helped me with this. It was a fun project with us. We got a new piece of wood, cut it to size, cut all the holes in it, painted it, stained it, and sealed it, and now this is our new front grille.
Painting the bus like this was largely my idea. I really wanted some color and some splash on the bus, and then of course Jay did the decals over here. But I really wanted to bring attention to these people right here. These people have been monumental with helping us just while we're on the road, watching our content. We are so, so grateful to them.
We're really excited to show you this bus.
Come on aboard. For the front, we really wanted to add more stuff, yeah, just to make it our own, but we really wanted to make it more homey. We've got a whole kind of cat area for Roger over here on top. He loves to jump and climb. Stuff on the front over here as well. That's all stuff really just for us, for comfort inside the home. And of course, little touches here and there. The stuff on the ceiling is our sticks from the Ghost Walk. We've got paintings, we've got art, we've got accoutrement, all the stuff that really makes it fun for us.
At first, we were really excited that all of these benches are also storage underneath, but to be honest, we hardly ever use it. But it's nice to have an option there.
The table that was initially here was this like middle school travesty that all of us remember. So my dad had this beautiful art piece. I called him to make sure that he wouldn't get mad if we ripped it up. But we framed it and put it with epoxy, and now it is our new table. So nice little bit of home from there. Added small things like the guitar holder so I can play whenever we're on the road. A little bit of artwork, hangers for stuff. We also added a few other things, all over the bus really, but at least since we're right here, light that goes directly across the table, so this whole area is lit. We added this hook. We have a speaker that we can both use for music, but also plug it in to this projector, which projects along this wall right here. We have a shade that comes down, so we get to watch, you know, Netflix or whatever while we're on the road as well.
The bathroom, or wet room, or cowboy bath, however you want to call it, we pretty much completely ripped out from what we originally got. It just wasn't really working with what we wanted. We wanted more room. And so, while it is simple, it is efficient. So we also keep our dirty clothes in here because the reality is you're only in this room very seldomly during the day, right? So we've got a fold-out toilet right there. We're pretty straightforward. Liquids go, solids go immediately out. That's what it is. We bag things. That's all you need to know. Anyway, we didn't have enough money to afford one of those fancy metal barrels, so we just painted a plastic one. And I'll tell you what, it works. It's watertight. Other things, I'll go ahead and get in here. We wanted more shelving, but we didn't want the shelving out all the time. So here is our extra shelving. We got a lot of stuff there. Of course, dog food, cat food, our personal things, towels up here, and bags for when we go grocery shopping, that kind of thing. And the last thing I'll show you is this vinyl wall. I imagine what most people would do for tile. Well, vinyl is lighter weight and it was cheaper, and Jay did a number in installing this vinyl. It likes to be flat, it doesn't like to be vertical, but there it is.
Something that I had to change as a chef, I needed something different for the kitchen. We only had that little induction burner, and that's it, full stop. Where are we supposed to put spices? Where are we supposed to put oils? Where are we supposed to, it was not enough. So we have a cutting board that'll go over the sink whenever we're prepping. I can put one on top of here, but this specifically I took out. I took out the induction burner. I put in a gas burner. Since it was wider, I was also able to install 3-pan and put all the spices in there, 6 pans for salt, pepper, oils. There's just more room, there's more accessibility. As far as the gas, that was kind of a big issue, how we're going to touch on that. So there is a line that comes through here whenever we want to use the gas for making tea, cooking, whatever. All we have to do, tack it into the propane bottle and put it back when it's done. Then we're, one of my phrases is, hey, now we're cooking with gas, but now we're literally cooking with gas.
Well, we don't entertain often in these COVID times, but for the day that we start to entertain again, we've got these collapsible chairs that fit right here just fine. But the main thing I really wanted to show was this door. Wherever we go somewhere, we invite people to bless this bus by signing different things on this door. And so far, we have just been so blessed. We have so many cool notes from people, and we're just so grateful to have that.
Since space is limited, we needed to figure out some creative solutions for things like the cat box for Roger, for trash, things like that. So we had a good buddy, Dylan, you've seen him on other videos, cut this trash chute. There is a chute that we just drop stuff in, and it goes directly into where that tripod fell. It goes directly in under here. Here's our trash can. The cat box is right there as well. There's a hole right here. I'll just stick my foot in it where Roger comes in to do his business, and all we have to do is move the water bottle, get the cat litter, get the trash, pull it out, dump it, put it back. It's as easy as it gets, and it's all kind of located in one place. So we had to kind of rearrange a bunch of stuff inside, again, storage, right? So in here we have cooking stuff, we have all of our tea, because that's a must. We have dinnerware, cups, French press, things like that. We have drawers for incense, electronics, silverware, which is pretty cool, that little pull-out. All of our fire stuff, because fire. And general junk drawer, a bunch of storage underneath for laundry detergent, for wiring, for all of that stuff. This is a pull-out for bigger things like wine bottles, oil bottles, things like that.
Another main thing that we switched up was the paint job. We just wanted something more lighter, honestly brighter in the bus. And we wanted something that resembled life and nature. So we have this green color here, and then we have this lighter cream color here to replace the darker blue hues that were here from before. And then of course, we've got our cross-stitching jobs that we got from Madame Meerkats, and just a standard fridge. It's a standard RV fridge. We typically don't like to have it hooked up if we're relying entirely on solar, but if we are connected to the grid, we will use the fridge. And then we've got this pantry here. We've got so much food we even forgot part of what was back there for a little while. Another thing we switched up was the faucet. The old one required an electric pump, and we really wanted to take everything off of the electrical system as much as possible. So we do have this hand pump, and we are actually in the process of updating it to a foot pump. So we've actually got part of that already down here. It's getting there. It's getting there. Jay and I both have a closet, which is great because we like having our own things. This is Jay's closet. This is my closet. And the way that mine works, if you're wondering how I fit all my stuff in here, is I just have to take this off. It's just a shoe organizer. I've now got my selection of various masks now. Happy 2020 into 2021. And here I've got just socks and shoes and stuff. And then inside of my closet here, I've got some hanging stuff as well as some bins that I like to tuck things away in.
This is the bed. It's a bed. You sleep on it. It's a bed. We have sheets on it, but we like throws. We have a bunch of, we don't have one big comforter. We like different throws. We like to nest because we have 2 nesting animals as well. Storage is underneath. So under here we've got 3 different layers. That side is stuff like extra bags when we travel, is, you know, there's some mesh under there, general fixed stuff. This stuff right here is everything else, basically. It's, summer stuff, since it's winter right now. It is extra clothing, the stuff we need to kind of stow away. The right side, on the other side though, is all of the battery bank. That's the entire solar system. Gives us weird dreams when we sleep, but otherwise it's nice and kind of compact out of the way.
If we're being honest, the cost effectiveness for the choice that we made was not effective.
No. No, we overpaid for the bus.
We didn't know that at the time.
We didn't know it at the time, and I hate to say it, but it's not a buyer's remorse thing. We just didn't have, it was Dunning-Kruger effect. We didn't have the knowledge necessary to be able to discern what we needed or what we didn't. A lot of problems that we see in the community, as well as something we fell into, is that you end up overpaying for a lot of personal nostalgia or trendy garbage for no reason. People know it's trendy, so you overpay.
Exactly. And I was comparing it to what you would find for a tiny house build. And the reality is they are two different things. The materials are different, the exterior is different, everything's different. Yeah.
And here's the simple fact, man. When you build something out to be pretty for Instagram, social media, whatever, that's great. It doesn't necessarily mean livable. I mean, a lot of people would kind of see our build if we took it out in public and be like, oh, but it's our full-time home. It's supposed to be lived in, not pristine all the time.
Yeah, our design is not for anybody besides ourselves. We took paintings and personal items from what we had and put them up. It wasn't designing around what we didn't have.
I mean, like, it's awesome to share that with y'all on YouTube and stuff. It's awesome to share our home with you, but it's for us. It's not for anybody else.
That said, hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, you know. Some issues, some serious issues, and some smaller issues that we've run into. The repairs. The repairs that we've had to do were, I'm not going to say due to negligence, but they should have been taken care of when they first cropped up. The electric system over there, that could have, knock on every piece of wood we got, but it could have burnt the whole bus down. And the fact that that wasn't done due to preventative maintenance was kind of, it made our jaws drop. We wanted to get out there, and the fun part though was the travel there. We were going to spend the whole month of January getting there. It was going to be fun at Skoolie, but really traveling across the country, that was great. Do I have a feeling that this girl could make it there? Well, that's the thing. If we made a repair stop, I think she could make it there. I don't think she could make it back.
When the repairs turn into the cost of your rent, suddenly it's once again not cost effective.
Yeah, especially since the bus is an obsolete model.
Yeah.
It just is. Nobody has parts for this bus. You have to retrofit or you have to jerry-rig part to work. And eventually you're going to run out of shops that do that.
Yeah, and even right now, we're waiting on getting what might be another very big fix.
Yeah.
Basically what we're getting to is Bethel is home.
Yeah.
We are in the very fortunate position that I can park Bethel on family land.
Yeah.
And I know not everybody's in that position. And we've been out here for a little while, but we had to come to a lot of really harsh realities this past month due to a lot of different reasons. And we made a pretty big decision.
So right now the plan is go out for a week, up to a month, film a bunch of stuff, come back for a month and a half, edit, go and do it again, because you know what we got.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed our tiny home Skoolie bus tour.
Yeah, man.
A big thanks again to those who have been supporting us along the way. We have not forgotten you. And a big shout out to our Patreons, as always, especially Emily and Nick and your families. You both have received one of these already, which is pretty cool, and more of you can receive them as well. And hey, if you ever want to catch our travels and where we're going, there's also a Google map just for Patreon members of where we are and what episode it's attached to.
Oh yeah, man. Come and say howdy. While socially distancing.
Exactly.
But as always, listen, if you want to know when other videos are coming out, if you liked this, if you want to see more from our other series, for other things you're interested in, you have to hit that subscribe button. Smash it. and make sure to click that bell so you get notified when new stuff comes out.
And if you want to keep up with us on the day-to-day social media, we are posting daily. Keep up with us because life is about to get crazy. Crazier than it has been.
Oh yeah, yeah, there might even be a new series coming out. But as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you again. Keep your pants dry. Stay spooky. We'll see you then.